What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 2024 Mini Cooper S Clubman All 4. This one's finished in Nanuq White Metallic. MSRP is a little over $40,000. So let's take a look at underneath the hood. Really got to pull that twice and then taking a look underneath the hood. Very cool to see how the headlights are actually going to stay put, which is a pretty cool design. So this has the 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, of course derived from BMW. It's pumping out 189 horsepower with 206 pound-feet of torque. Compared to the 8-speed automatic, it's also all-wheel drive. Curb weight is around 3,300 pounds, running on a 13.2-gallon fuel tank, and you're looking at 23 miles per gallon in the city with 32 out on the highway. Going ahead and closing it. Of course, this has the classic Mini design with those round headlights. I really like how the daytime running lights look as well. You just see that really nice round design. Got a chrome bezel around it. The LED fog lights match very well with the LED. You can see this is a nice cutout to allow air to pass through the tires. You have a gloss gray grille and then this really nice chrome trim surrounding everything. A small opening to provide cooling to the radiators. All of your badging as well. Trim piece up on the hood and then a nice set of racing stripes. You have more areas down below for air to flow through. You have the intercooler for that turbo engine. It's a sporty looking, fun little car. Of course, it looks like a classic Mini. Of course, these have been around for many, many decades. Very similar style all throughout. You can also see this nice plastic trim surrounding the wheel arch and then a small set of gloss black wheels. These are 17-inch diameter, nice multi-spoke look. Then you can see the side corner light with the S badge, all 4 logo down below, and then more of the plastic trim all throughout the underside. You have a cool gray color for the mirror caps that matches the roof, and then you can see the big pane of glass for that panoramic design. You also have this chrome trim that goes all the way around the hood and the lower portion of the windows, which is a pretty cool touch. Chrome door handles, nice overall side profile, quite a lot of windows on this car, and then all more black trim surrounding the windows. In back, you have the split tailgate design for these barn doors, and then I really love the taillights with these cool mini key. When you lock and unlock, you can see that British flag on them, which is a really cool touch. You got Cooper S Clubman, of course your chrome door handles, 2 little windshield wipers, and then more of that chrome trim. Down below we have a body colored rear bumper with some parking sensors, dual exhaust tip, and then some plastic trim. Going ahead and entering the back, you just press the button and the gas struts actually open it up. Very cool barn doors, giving you all that access. And with one of the seats folded down, you can see all the cargo space you're gonna get, along with behind the seat in the upwards position. You have storage on the right side, along with the left side, quite a lot of floor space, and then a privacy cover as well. Closing them, there are even little pockets. You have to close the driver's side first, followed by that side. And then taking a look inside, you can see how that seat folds down nice and flat to maximize space. And then with it up, hopping inside, we have a pretty decent amount of space. I'm 5'11". I have nice legroom and footroom. I like all the glass with the glass roofs up here, really lets in a lot of light. You have manual shades for the front and in the back. And then quite a lot of glass over your right shoulder. No armrests or anything, but you have the air vents and plugs, a little bit of storage inside the door as well, and then some black trim. Door handles are a little awkward to go ahead and open, but nonetheless, they do the job. And then heading to the driver's seat, you also have the button where you can lock and unlock it. And then on the driver's door, you have some chrome icons for your window controls. And then lock and unlock is on this release handle. I really like the Mini Cooper S with a little bit of a checkered flag. Then there's all manual controls for the seat with a manual leg rest. You have a cool golf ball texture for the base of the seat. Same with the backs. Smooth design all around. And then I like the stitching on the steering wheel. It just has a nice, clean design. Now inside, with my foot on the brake, you can just press the toggle and fire it up. Steering wheel feels really nice. You have your paddle shifters as well. Mini logo in the center. And then all these screens are really cool, especially with all the round designs to it. You're gonna see that theme throughout this car. But we have a nice design for the gauge cluster, tack on the left, speedometer in the center, along with the fuel on the right. If you toggle your drive modes, which is this toggle switch over here, you can see how everything is going to change in your green setting. You can go into mid, and then going into the sport mode. So I like to see the different colors and everything that are going to change. We have some Bluetooth and audio controls. You also have cruise control on the left, windshield wipers on the right stalk, turn signals on the left stalk, headlights down below, one of your air vents, and then it says Mini way up here, just a nice cool design for the dashboard. And then the center infotainment screen, this is basically previous generation BMW, so it's a very familiar design. You see your apps icon as well. You can toggle into Mini, see a few more things that you can scroll through, full screen navigation as well. So very familiar if you are used to BMW. And I like how the bezel is curved as well, which is a pretty cool touch. Of course, it's touchscreen. You can also use the rotary dial down here with all the different shortcuts to configure everything. So you can easily scroll left and right and see different items that are going to pop up throughout the screen, or of course you can just use touchscreen. Going into reverse, you have a nice small backup camera along with all your guidelines and parking sensors. And then down below in the bottom portion, you're going to see different presets, volume, things like that. Then we have your safety sensor icon up on top. Tap that, adjust a few different things. Climate controls are down here. You have your dual zone temperature, and I like when you make an adjustment, it actually comes up on that ambient lit backlit area. You have fan speed in the center, different zones, heated seats, more controls down below, storage and your cup holders, and then a nice little armrest. You can open it up in two different ways. So you have extra storage and then glove box, pretty good size as expected. One last look at the interior. It's a quirky car. Of course, Minis aren't your typical vehicle, but they're quirky and fun in here. I think it's laid out pretty nicely and it stands apart from the crowd. Nice roof, more toggles up above for all the dome lights, and then a nice small mirror. So setting off now, we're in sport mode. Not too bad. Obviously this isn't a sports car, but it seems peppy enough. It does have a nice sound to it when you are in the sport mode itself. Going back to auto and just going into the mid mode, car kind of tones down just a little bit. This is a cool car to drive, honestly. It feels pretty comfortable in here, very roomy. It feels solid. Obviously, you know, BMW owns Mini, and BMW is a great car company, and this Mini has that quality to it to where everything feels solid. It doesn't just feel like some cheap car. It feels like a nice, just compact, small car. It is super easy to maneuver. Obviously, it is tiny. Turning circle, even with all-wheel drive, is super sharp. So it's just an easy car to maneuver. I like the weight of the steering. It feels heavy and direct. Visibility is pretty interesting. The round mirrors, they do a good job letting you know what's going on. The dashboard is pretty unique, and just looking out the front is really cool with this big round circle bezel. It's a cool, quirky car. Not many cars, if anything, are close to this. Over your left and right shoulder, the rear window is a little small, especially having the split design through your rear view mirror. It is really small seeing back there. So visibility is all right when you're looking back. Got the cool sport displays on the car right now. Gives you a cool little fun graphic when you hit the gas a little bit. But I don't know, it's kind of a fun car to just cruise around in. It's got the space to actually be pretty practical. And then sport mode just helps it just be a little bit more lively on its toes. The 8-speed transmission also really quick shifting. It's smooth to drive. The 4-cylinder delivers enough power. Again, it's not like a fast car or anything like that, but it's well powered to where you can merge into oncoming traffic and just kind of do what you need to do. Technology wise, it also feels like it's very well equipped with what you want. And for the price point, this is honestly about an average price of a new car. And I feel like you have a lot of good features to where everything kind of makes sense with what it has to offer. I do like this sound. Getting up to speed, pretty easy, has a good sound to it. And then now that we are cruising at some highway speeds, it is kind of a windy day. You don't really hear much wind noise or road noise. I wouldn't say it's a noisy car. This honestly would be a pretty comfortable car for just the day-to-day. Seat comfort is pretty good as well, especially with the leg rest and the maneuverability, even though they are manual controls. But it seems comfortable and just easy to drive and kind of has a fun aspect to it. So not bad if you're looking for a compact, I don't know if this is a mini SUV or a large size compact hatchback, but regardless, it seems like it is well sized and kind of has what you need for a fun compact car.